Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 9:30 on April 25th, 2023, and another day with a lot of clouds. You see them there on the satellite. They popped up pretty much by late morning, 10, 11 o'clock. We've already had the cloud cover. Just you can see that due to the cold pool aloft, and there are actually some showers that occurred over parts of the area today. And If we look and rewind the radar, you can see some of those showers that popped up actually along a sea breeze front. We're looking at the Ventus sky. We got the radar on the rewind. You can see some showers actually popped up over the Pine Barrens areas. You can see there. It looks like right around West Hampton. And you can see the showers there. And you can actually see when we go, I actually have this on just to show you what was going on earlier. So let's see. We'll have to go back about almost 9 hours ago. So yeah, let's do this. So you could see this is West Hampton here, and you could see they actually had, I don't know if that's fog or that's rain, but I'm wondering if that's a shower there. This is the Hamptons.com here. It almost looks like that was a shower, kind of just rolled in. The sun was out, and then all of a sudden you could see this mist. These are showers, I think, that were just coming down. I think just to the north of the of where this camera is located in West Hampton Beach. Those showers there, they are. You can sort of see them. I don't know if that's showers or fog. I don't know what that is, but very unusual to see this type of thing. You can see, that looks like, to me, that looks like a shower. And they had several of these right around that time. We're going back about 9 hours ago, so right around that time, and we'll again visualize this on the radar here. They weren't done yet because there was another one over there kind of popped up. So if you were out in Suffolk County today, you would watch out for these hit or miss showers that came through. Let's go to back to the Ventus sky radar. So again, this is 2 o'clock. So this is more like around noon that you had these showers. There they are right there. You can see them pop up right here, right around that West Hampton area. And this was along a sea breeze front. Actually triggered these. Yeah, look at that. Seems some heavier rain in there, right over the Pine Barrens there. We'll have to check on rainfall totals and see. But you can see this got triggered right along the sea breeze frontal boundary, which is right over in this area right here. Draw it out here. So this is like sort of like a Florida type of thing here when you have a sea breeze frontal boundary. But right there, that's where you got your trigger for these showers. And maybe there were some thunderstorms. I don't know. But it was probably very low topped. But nonetheless, interesting to say the least. Looking at our MODIS satellite, because this was taken early on, you could see the clouds already popped over New Jersey first, and then sure enough, in the next frame you could see big blobs of clouds over Long Island there. Some of those producing rain by the afternoon or early afternoon there, noon to early afternoon, due to this cold pool aloft deal that we're going through right now. Before we get to the weather and hazards data viewer and the local weather, let's just take a look at what the sky looked like today. Again, this is what it looked like in the afternoon, 5 o'clock or so. You could see those billowing clouds. Some of this one definitely looked like it was a shower off to the east there, and then just a mixed sky with some scattered cirrus. See there by the lake. We're always trying to spend some time outside. Even if the sky is not clear, it's still kind of interesting to look at these clouds. And that was like towards sunset. And then, another look at sunset there. The clouds. It was a nice sunset. And then this is what it looked like at night. So you can see we had the moon out, some passing clouds, just a mix of clouds. So let's go to the local weather and look at our observations now. And you can see temperatures generally 48 at Islip, 41 at West Hampton. It looks like as we go into Jersey, we've got 40 already. So it looks like getting some radiational cooling over there in Berkeley Township. 41. So there is some radiational cooling, of course. We're not seeing that here. We're at 52 degrees, very light winds. And that's the thing. The winds are just very variable today. Islip 46, 2.39. And again, let's go ahead and take a look and see if they actually report any light rain today at Islip. I'm kind of curious if they did. Maybe they picked up a little bit of rain. That's if this thing will load. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's see if we can get the highs to load on here. And it seems like this is not working. There we go. So, all right, we have our highs here on the map. So you can see 59, fairly uniform, upper 50s, some low 60s, a little bit below normal, upper 50s in the city, upper 50s, fairly uniform readings across the area today, fairly uniform. Let's go ahead and look at those lows. And the lows, 32 at West Hampton, 43 at Islip. So mid-40s generally, but in the colder spots it got down close to freezing. Also see a 32, a couple of pair of 32s there in Ocean County and their Pine Barrens. The Pine Barrens had some radiational cooling this morning for sure. As far as rainfall goes, I don't know if I'm going to use this for the rainfall. Let's see, we're still having a problem with this. So I don't know what's going on. Let's try to, maybe if I hit refresh it'll work. We may not be able to pull up the data for Islip. It looks like we're having a problem with the website. So anyway, as always, we always have problems with the website. And you can still see those frost. You got some frost advisories up in because there are going to be some areas that are going to get pretty chilly tonight again. So let's go to the weather map, which seems to be more reliable than this now. It used to be the other way around. We'll go to the weather map and we'll look at. And we had variable winds today, so there wasn't really a big difference. But there was that when that breeze kicked in, there was just enough convergence in the middle of the island to get some of these sites to pick up some rainfall. Let's see, not a whole lot of rainfall. It looks like only 0.05, 0.01, 0.04, 0.11. And then everything else just 0. So it was whatever form was very light, but. You know, it looks like a 0.08 around Lake Ronkonkoma, but wherever these showers hit, if you happen to just be walking around when they hit, you got pretty wet, I guess. Kind of just have to pay attention here. It looks like the highest amount we have is 0.11 south of Riverhead there, and that was that heavy cell that we were looking at. Anyway, let's go back to the thing that we were looking at before here, and we'll go ahead and we'll just look at the whole country. This back to observations here, and you'll see again that those frost and freeze warnings also in the Great Lakes area. We have severe weather going on. It looks like a severe thunderstorm watch western Oklahoma into parts of northern Texas. Red flag warnings in effect for southern New Mexico and southern Arizona, and winter weather for the Rockies by west of Denver. That's what it looks like right now. Severe weather going on. You see you have that slight risk in that area that I just highlighted, and there actually has been reports of, there have actually been 4 tornadoes reported today, believe it or not. So let's see if we can go to the storm reports maps. So let's go to the storm reports maps. Let's just highlight mouse over that. You can see, let's see, tornado reports are red. So it looks like we have, I wish I could make that a little larger. Jeez. Really, you can't make that any larger. Okay. Apparently you can't make it any larger. That's nice. 4 tornadoes were reported today. It looks like, again, by looking at that map there, which you can barely see here, storm reports. It looks like a number of them. It says 4, but I only see 1, and that's all the way up in only one red report there in Colorado, of all places. So, whatever. Let's go to the Weather Prediction Center, look at the weather map for the Weather Prediction Center. And my neighbors like to blast TVs and leave windows open and stuff. I try to be respectful, but, nobody else seems to be. But anyway, you might be able to hear that in the background. You might not. Hopefully not. You see, look at this map. It looks deceiving, but we're still dealing with that cold pool. Let me get this back over to day 1. We're still dealing with that cold pool aloft that's bringing the clouds and the unsettled weather, because we don't really have a strong high-pressure area in place, and that's why we're dealing with that. So let's go take a look at the models here, and again, we're going to see this continue, this kind of unsettled weather into tomorrow. You'll see there's another little piece of energy that comes through. There's a high over the Great Lakes, a weak one though, and it tries to build in a little bit later Thursday. You see, it kind of just goes off to the north, and then we have to watch for this next system. And originally, it looked like it was going to. we got a high pressure that's trying to build, and at the same time, this thing is moving toward us, and it kind of tries to hold it back a little bit. And what it does is it kind of splits this up into like two almost. This is what the GFS is doing, splits it into two pieces of energy. And it looks like the rain would hold off Friday, but maybe a chance for rain on Saturday if the GFS was right. There's some like difference between them, and they keep changing run by run. The second more powerful system won't come until later Sunday night into Monday, and this one could be the soaker and bring us a decent amount of rain. And then behind that, we're probably going to deal with another similar type of cold pool situation that we just dealt with. So it does stay cool, and it will be unsettled. So let's look at a few other models here. Actually, I should probably... Let me change this region to eastern U.S. here. I want to look at a few other models and see what they're doing. Let's go to the icon. And again, we'll see what it's doing with that second storm. So icon also kind of showing that split going on. And then the second storm that comes in later. So Saturday looks like there will be a chance for rain. But the real more substantial rain holds off until Sunday, it looks like. We have an agreement on that. And then the European model. Probably is an agreement on that as well. So let's go to the European model and see what it does. European is much wetter, obviously, having continuous rain. And like I said, I'm not going to buy the European because it's been wrong all year long. So that's why I don't even bother looking at it most of the time. So let's go to the HRRR, which we may or may not have all in, and we don't. So let's go to the NAM, which we definitely don't have all in on the 0Z, but we can look at the 18Z. And this kind of just visualize the convection that's going to occur tomorrow. Again, we're going to see the similar type of deal. Again, it's going to be more focused over New Jersey, I think, versus Long Island. And then we have this like little area of showers and troughiness that comes through early Thursday. It may take until later in the afternoon to get rid of it. But bottom line is we're not going to really have any clear days because of this setup that we have. So let's go to the... All right, well, I guess we'll have to go to the HRRR. We'll start with the dew points and wind flows as we head overnight. Obviously, light winds. The skies will be clear, so we will get that radiational cooling again probably. And then tomorrow, we start off with an east wind, which I'm hoping will give us a little more stability over Long Island. So maybe we won't see as much in the way of these clouds tomorrow. We'll have to see. Let's pull up some of those soundings. So this is 10 o'clock. Let's pull up a sounding from 10 o'clock here and see what we got going on. And you still see that cold pool aloft. There it is. And the two lines are meeting, which means a cloud deck again. This is, again, 10 o'clock tomorrow. And then as we move it to later on, we'd still be dealing with that cloud deck probably. Yep, it's still there. It's just getting more and more entrenched. So that's the problem. They have that cold pool aloft that's continuing to dog us with the clouds. And we're going to continue to see that be a problem. So let's look at our air temperatures. I was hoping with the east flow we wouldn't see that, but maybe if you're right at the shore, you won't see it. Maybe if you're right at the shore. You probably won't see it if you're right at the shore. But anyway, you'll see here for Wednesday, we will be cool again on Long Island. We will have temperatures generally in the mid-50s to low 60s. And then as you go into New Jersey, maybe a little closer to the mid-60s over there. But you'll still see the cool weather coming in and staying with us. And tomorrow night, probably the same deal again, pretty cool. And we will also have a nice cool night again tomorrow night. And then we will see. This is as far as we've gotten to Thursday. So you can see 40s and then much warmer. And it has it much warmer in Jersey for whatever reason, because it was always warmer in Jersey for whatever reason. That's where their hockey team is called the Devils. Unfortunately, now they tied the series with the Rangers. I do not want to see the Devils win. No. So let's look at some other models now. Let's go look at the precipitation on this, our precipitation fields again. So you'll see, again, that shower activity is concentrated over New Jersey. But it does try to come into Long Island. There's one stray cell in the North Shore of Suffolk around 2 o'clock. So toward the afternoon, we're going to have to watch once again for scattered showers or sprinkles. It looks like a pretty widespread, more of a widespread in New Jersey, southern New Jersey, maybe even a thunderstorm there because you still got that cold pool aloft. And then Thursday we'll have that rain again to start with the trough. So yeah, it's unsettled. It's not sunny, and we're getting a little bit of rain, but it's more of a nuisance rain than drought, relief kind of rain. Just going to be pain, just stuck in these clouds every day, not really having any sunny weather. You have a little bit of sunshine here and there, but not too much. So let's go to the RGM now, and I will go and look at the clouds on the RGM. Obviously, this model has been to be a little too conservative with keeping it clear. But you'll see here tomorrow, you'll see those clouds. And these could actually be multi-levels clouds, probably mid-level and, stratocumulus, cumuloform type clouds here that you're going to see for tomorrow. You can see them pop up. Maybe there'll be some sunshine. Looks like it's trying to keep Long Island a little better off this time. This is the RGM, of course. We'll have to look at some of the others. And then Thursday, we start with a lot of clouds, those shower chances. And we're going to have to wait until, I don't think we see the sun at all, because behind that, we got more cold pool instability again. And then Friday, we have the clouds coming in from the next system. So, yeah, it's just no really sunny, clear weather in this. It's just unsettled. It's kind of typical for April to have this, but it's a little annoying not to, be stuck in this day after day after day without not being able to get any sunshine here. Just having these clouds build up, and of course those constant rain chances that you may or may not get. This is the kind of weather Mrs. Umbrella loves, but she's not on Channel 12 anymore. So, let's look at a few other models. The skies. We'll go to the NAM. 18Z. Let's go to the 18Z NAM. So here we go. 18Z NAM. And you'll see again, starts out things clear on Long Island. As you get toward 10, still clear, and then boom, the clouds pop up as we get toward the middle of the day. Though it seems like it's got, and it's got another area of clouds off like a marine stratocumulus layer off the south shore. So I don't know what that's about. And then as we get toward Thursday, plenty of clouds, and that doesn't ease until much later in the afternoon. So other than that, just lots of clouds around. I don't think we're going to have any mostly sunny days at all. It was looking like third. Now, see, the GFS, for whatever reason, wants to have less clouds on Thursday. GFS is doing this, at least the full. Let's see if the FE3 is doing this, because I'm wondering if the FE3 is doing this for Thursday. Yeah, it wants to. For some reason, it's giving us less clouds for Thursday. I don't know if I'm buying that. We have all the other models suggesting that's not going to happen. There's even going to be showers. So, yeah, I don't think the GFS is right with that. But anyway, let's go to the GFS. Regular GFS, we'll look at our dew points and wind flows as we get toward past Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. So you can see Thursday looks like it actually becomes more of a northwesterly wind there. But then it becomes south later on. So you can see and then southeast flow for Friday. You can see all that moisture with that storm off to the south there. And that's what's going to be the fuel for the rainfall for Sunday night and the Monday. That's where we're going to get that soaker with the south wind, humid conditions. And that should give us a soaker. And it'll be probably a little bit mild, too. Let's see what our temperatures would be on the GFS. So here's the temperatures for GFS. And you'll see here, here is your temperatures. And again, Thursday, it looks like it gets a little warmer, actually. GFS is pushing for maybe mid to upper 60s, maybe even close to 70 in certain spots because it has more sunshine. Friday, obviously, with the clouds in, we're going to probably have trouble making it to 60. And then Saturday, again, we're going to have the clouds and the shower chances going to keep us generally in the 50s. And then we get that surge of warm, humid air on Sunday that could get us well into the 60s and near 70s, especially if you're in Jersey. And then that moves away. And then Monday, we're still dealing with a little mild weather. And then I don't really want to go beyond that, but you see it cools down again. All right, but as far as any sunny, clear weather behind it, you'll see once we get these two systems out of here, we're just going to be dealing with another cold pool again. And we'll have to watch for those clouds to pop up yet again as we deal with a cold pool next week to start May. But it looks like, let's just see how much rain the GFS does give us for the weekend. Obviously, this is very preliminary. It looks like it's backed off now because it splits those two systems, and it only has around an inch or less, and the higher amounts are in the Appalachians. So I don't know. The GFS does not want to do that. Let's go to the Icon. It only goes out to Sunday, though. Icon also following the steps of this, not really giving us much rain before Sunday. The European, on the other hand, obviously wants to be a lot different. And again, I'd have to go in the earlier run of the European. The European gives us a lot more rain compared to the GFS, 2 inches of rain, in fact. So again, the European, I think it's overdoing it. I don't think the European's going to be right. It hasn't been right all year long. So what makes you think it would be right now? I just don't. I don't see that. I really don't. So I think that's going to wrap up this video on your weather update here. And again, just consider these unsettled conditions. We can look at the Ventus sky again. Look at this for the clouds for tomorrow. Let's go to tomorrow here, Wednesday. And we can look at this, and you'll see, again, the cloud cover here. This is the HRRR, so this is one way to visualize the HRRR's cloud cover output. This is for tomorrow, and you'll see plenty of clouds, unfortunately, for tomorrow. Oddly enough, it has a few less over Jersey. Whether I'm buying that or not is another story, considering all the rain that's going to be forming over there. Like, it got a little bit along the coast there, a little clear. I don't think that's going to be happening. With that east flow, I would think it would tend to keep Long Island clearer. So I don't know why the model's thinking. But if you look at the type of clouds you have, these are mostly low clouds, middle clouds, maybe a few mid-level, high clouds, not really that many. It's mostly mid and low-level clouds. Again, because this is due to that cold pool aloft that we're dealing with, that we'll continue to deal with. So if we look at the air temperatures aloft, and we go aloft, let's go to the temperatures, not precipitation, temperatures. We go aloft here you see the cold air aloft and the instability that we have in the air. We'll go to 700. All right, you see that cold pool only in the teens aloft. So you have a big difference between the surface air temperatures, which are in the 50s to 60s, and aloft by only 3,000 meters, and it's much, much colder. And that's the issue you have, and we're still going to deal with this on Thursday. It doesn't really ease until Friday, but then we have the next system coming in and bringing in the high clouds with us. So if we look at the cloud cover, you'll see here, look at that, more clouds. So, yeah, you can't win. If you want a sunny day, you're not going to get one. You'll have some sun here and there. Partly sunny is the best it's going to be for the next couple of days. And then we deal with this more unsettled weather this weekend. So unsettled is the word, unfortunately. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Thank you for watching.